And we're back on air. Chloe, great to see you.
Sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I know. This is great. It's great to have our weekly catch up now, Chloe.
I know. I look forward to it now. It's a good time to see you, sir.
Absolutely, likewise. And it's great to see some of the comments that are coming through each week as well. So if you're joining us now live, well, it's great to have you back. And some really good questions that have been asked during the week, and some really exciting news that we get to announce as well.
Indeed. I'm loving all of these little updates every week that we have for everyone.
I know. So we thought each week that we wouldn't just throw everything into the first week. We would sort of sporadically announce something each week. So there is something
good news every week.
Absolutely. But I think one of the reoccurring questions that some people have from reading some of the questions throughout the week was, what is a fleadh? That seems to be coming up a lot. So I thought maybe we just start this off.
Take it away, Colm. If fleadh is the Irish word for festival, I guess we should just say that, right?
Exactly. So it's an Irish word for festival. It's all things Irish. It's not just a festival. It's an Irish cultural thing. It's everything. So that is, and the way you say it as well, in case anyone is looking at that word and thinking, how do you say it? It's fleadh. Fleadh.
With an F.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So
have you ever been to a fleadh, Colm?
I know I'm the worst advertisement for it because I actually haven't. No,
I know. So I'm actually really excited about this online.
Our first fleadh.
Our first fleadh. One hell of a way to start, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
So some exciting news as well that we have this week is that we are opening up a young talent search for up and coming musicians, which is so exciting.
Yeah, it is. It really is. I mean, what a platform for anyone
Absolutely. Yeah. So the competition is for young singers under 18, and it's from anyone all over the world. So we're accepting submissions from anyone, anywhere in the world, which is exciting.
And
for young singers with traditional or Irish contemporary songs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a great, as you said, great way to show your talent from wherever you are in the world.
Well, this is it. I mean, apart from having the artists that we're really excited about, and hopefully the viewers are really excited about seeing during the festival, and not just musicians, but as we spoke in a previous week about all the other amazing features that there is to the fleadh as well. I'm delighted that they've decided to give this platform to aspiring musicians and singers. So as Chloe said, anyone who's under the age of 18 around the world, not just limited to Ireland. So if you're watching this, it'd be great to submit your
I started out so young in the course. You did too, and I think
not as young.
It's incredible to give somebody an opportunity like this to showcase their talent. And there's, to celebrate young talent all over the world that has an interest in Irish culture and music is really cool. So
who knows? You could be the next Chloë Agnew if you're watching.
Keegan.
Yeah. So no, that's really, really exciting. And again, one of the questions that came up last week, and I think some of the people who are watching the videos later are getting the questions. So we're trying to take the questions for people who aren't also with us live. But one of the questions was about where this is going to be shot and what are the stages that we're going to have. If you go to a festival in person, you've got different tents, different stages. And with this being a virtual festival, we're going to try and bring the same element of the various stages to this Atlantic Fleadh as well. So the description that I can read out for each of them, which I think probably does a better job
stages, Colm.
For that I could do ad lib, but so there's going to be 3 stages. There's going to be the main stage, which will feature the daily headline shows with supporting acts before the main event. So that's the main stage itself. We've also then got the pub setting, which is exactly what an Irish pub should be: a warm and welcoming traditional music, dance, storytelling. The pub will also feature a resident award-winning mixologist and world-class chef, offering cocktail and cooking demonstrations, as well as special guests popping in for a chat. So What more can you ask for in an Irish pub than that? And the third and final stage that you can have is the Wild Atlantic Club. So a smaller, more intimate venue that offers acoustic shows, bespoke workshops, and performances from comedians, poets, and up-and-coming artists. So they're the three stages: the main stage, pub, and the Wild Atlantic Club.
So cool. I think it's amazing that aesthetically we're going to have a different location for all of the different things that this festival has to offer. And, so it gives people a glimpse into each different
situation. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. So when you're joining us, it won't be just logging on to one stage and seeing a bunch of events on that stage for the entirety of the evening. I can see Amanda also said here, cocktails can be in. Amanda, you are speaking our language.
Good girl, Amanda.
So I've already volunteered if the mixologist wants anything tasted and tested. I'm more than happy to get bullet. I will. And Chloë, we've also been told really exciting news about the sponsor of the...
Indeed. Absolutely delighted to announce that our official sponsor coming on board is Tourism Ireland, which is so amazing to have their support. And to be partnering with Tourism Ireland is incredible. So we're really excited to have them on board as part of the Wild Atlantic Fleadh family.
I know, absolutely. They do amazing work throughout the year, and we are showcasing as much of this country as we can as well. So it's great to have Tourism Ireland involved. And for anyone, I know if you're anything like myself and you're looking for any last second presents for a certain event next week, well, we are also offering a chance for people to why not get a gift card? Why not get the Wild Atlantic Fleadh as a special present for next week, and you can get yourself a gift card for this event as well.
Yes, and we were talking about how great it would be as for any Celtophile, if you want to get somebody something for Christmas, get them this for a ticket for the Wild Atlantic Fleadh. But even more exciting, we went and had a very special gift card gone up and made for all of our Wild Atlantic Fleadh.
Just for you guys.
Yeah. So anybody who wants to look at it, how pretty is
it? Oh, look at that. I tell you what, if I woke up next Friday with that in my stocking, I would be a very, very happy man.
I love that. I think it looks fantastic. So anybody who wants one of those, we will be making sure that you can get it through stage it. But if you really are so insistent that you want it, you can info@wildatlanticfleadh.com if you want to get it. If you want to be really eager and get it right in time for Christmas.
Absolutely. So, Chloë, as much as I love chatting with you.
Sorry, if you've already bought a ticket and you want to gift it to somebody and you want that gift card option, just email us, let us know that you'd like it, and we can make sure that you get one.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, as much as I love chatting with you, Chloë, we'll be bringing in a friend of ours as well. And
I'm so excited to have this lovely, lovely human being with us. For anybody who doesn't know us, our very special guest this week is the wonderful Michael Londra. He is a 2-time Emmy winner for his TV special Beyond Celtic, which is it's one of my favorite shows I've seen that are on PBS. It's wonderful. And he was the lead singer in Riverdance in the US touring production that went to Broadway, which was absolutely amazing. He has done so many incredible things in his career, and I've had the pleasure of singing with him on stage many times before, and he's a wonderful, wonderful singer and a wonderful person. So welcome to our Wild Atlantic Fleadh Chats, the fantastic Mr. Michael Londra.
Hey! How are you doing, Michael?
How's it going, guys?
Doing great. Thanks for getting up so early to chat to us.
I have a huge question for the two of you.
I'm nervous.
How in the name of God have neither of you been to a Fleadh before?
I know.
I think I've lost count at about 50.
Oh my God, Michael.
That's the difference. That's the difference because you're young and I'm ancient. But let me tell you, there's no excuse for missing a Fleadh at home.
I know. It's been on my list of things to do for the last few years, but I'm always away. Anytime that happens at home, I've always been away, and I'm devastated. So I'm looking forward to having a good Fleadh experience in the new year.
Likewise. And I lied about it in the job application for this. I lied and said I've been to loads of Fleadh, but the truth's out now. So, but Michael, it's great. First and foremost, what are the viewers to expect from your involvement within the Fleadh? They're going to be really excited to see some of the work that you're going to be doing. But what in particular?
First of all, I'm really excited. The reason I'm excited about it is that as artists, we're always on tour alone, and we never get to hang out together as artists, and we never get to be in the one spot. I'm just excited for us all to be in the one room and
Likewise.
seeing ye sing and perform and do what you do best. Something magic happens when different artists come together. What I'm particularly looking forward to, I'm going to be in Ireland. As you know, I live here in the US, so filming that show in Ireland is going to be a very special time for me. I love having a big live band to perform with. What I thought I'd do is bring in some singers that I've worked with from my hometown, from Wexford, that I never get to perform with, and also that American audiences won't have heard before. And that's the best thing about the Fleadh, is that there's going to be loads of artists that a North American audience won't have heard before.
Yeah. And likewise, Michael, I'm always such a fan watching all of the productions that you put on, because you do showcase incredible talent. And for me, sometimes I see maybe an odd face or two that I know, but I'm Irish, and I even get introduced to some of the amazing people that you work with at home, which is really, really cool. What kind of music are you going to be doing in your show? Are you going to feature some stuff from your PBS specials? Are you doing some of your own stuff?
Well, next year, so I've got a few projects next year, and one of them is, I don't know that you know that I am a massive trad head. I am a mad fan of very traditional music. That's why I've been to every Fleadh that's ever been.
Okay.
And so I'm finally doing a traditional album with a bunch of very well-known traditional musicians. And while we're not going to do what we might do in the middle of this show is give a little teaser of what the album is going to be like. And I'm really excited, because a lot of times here I've done like big orchestral albums, and I just thought it was about time to do a folk album.
Oh yeah, and what better place to give us all a taste of that than on home soil?
Yeah. Look at it. There's something, I don't know, when you land in Ireland, being with a group of musicians. Particularly, I love that you have a pub stage, because there's nothing like a sing-song with a big group of trad musicians that's where the magic quintessentially Irish.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's their comfort zone. That's where they make their best music. I love that we have a setting to suit each kind of act that is performed in the show.
Absolutely. And Michael, I mean, one of the things I really wanted to ask before, I know you've got really exciting plans in the future, and it'd be great to talk about some of them as well before we go. But can I just ask for the viewers as well, you're a lead singer of Riverdance. I mean, jumping back into the past, what was that experience like?
Well, being on Broadway, the one thing that people don't know about Broadway, you think, it's, the lights and the glamour and everything. It's actually really hard work, because you're doing 8 shows a week. And when I initially started, I was an understudy to a great Irish singer who you both know, Brian Kennedy. And how I got my start is that the night after the show opened, Brian became super ill. And the producers of Riverdance came to me at 5 p.m. and I was not an understudy. And they said, do you know these songs? If you don't, learn them in 2 hours and you're going on.
No better man, Michael. No better man.
And I'll never forget it. There was, it was in the Gershwin Theatre, like an amazing stage. And I had no idea what I was doing. But luckily, I fooled them all. And that when Brian moved on, I got to be the lead singer of this Broadway show, which was a beautiful time. But I really, honestly, I didn't see the outside of a theater for over a year. And more importantly, I couldn't even have a pint, because I don't know if you've heard the singing in that Broadway production, but it was super technically difficult. So we were going to the theater, and that's all we were doing.
It shows every night of the week. You have to look after yourself. Absolutely incredible.
Well, I remember, just as you were talking there about filling in the role, I remember when I was on tour with Celtic Woman, I was always hoping for the call up to replace Chloë in one of the shows as well, but it just never came. I never got the call up. But
the dresses didn't fit either.
They didn't fit, Michael. I think that was what it came down to.
Shame.
Unfortunately.
So come here, Michael. You've been such a busy man this year. Tell us about all that you have coming up. I know that you have a wonderful PBS show in the works, a new show, Ireland with Michael, coming to PBS in the new year. And tell us all about it. You've been doing such fantastic little teasers of it online this year. I know you want to keep it, I'm sure, a big surprise for everyone next year, but is there anything you can tell us about it?
Well, I don't really want to keep it a surprise, on really, because of the year that we've all experienced, we're kind of ready to go, and we're just eager for this to be over so we can, move on and release it. So nationally on PBS at the end of March, probably start of April, maybe. Ireland with Michael.
All filmed in Ireland, right?
Yeah. Like it's a travel show with music.
Brilliant.
A lot of my friends who've seen previews call it Drunk Rick Steves, which is essentially a travel show with pints. And the best
Sign me up, Michael. Sign me up.
Yeah. The best artists out of Ireland. We've your lovely self, Chloë, you're coming on as a guest, and I'm thrilled about that. We've Nathan Carter. We've got some of the boys from Thunder. We've got Byoga and incredible traditional artists that North American audiences won't know about. And we start season 2 in January before season 1 has even began. And honestly, I love, as you know, I love a project. I love working as a producer as much as I do as a singer. So this is probably my favorite thing that I've ever done. I'm so enjoying it. Yeah.
That's great to see.
Do you have chats and showing people lots of different locations around Ireland that they might not have seen before?
Well, what I love about it is that when we go to meet artists, they'll tell us about some place that nobody knows about. For example, we were up in Nathan Carter's house, and we were in the middle of the shoot, and we were meant to go on this hiking trail, but of course it was lashing rain. And he said, "Do you know where you should go? There's this distillery on the lake on Lough Erne, and it's gorgeous." And I said, "Well, sure, we'll give it a shot." And it's absolutely magical. And in every town that we go to, these artists, as well as performing for us, they'll take us and they'll show us their favorite parts about their part of the country.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah. It's lovely. I love it. And also, I love being a tourist in my own country.
I know, there's nothing better. And you always learn something new, as you said.
Absolutely. And it's a small country, but it's full of amazing things that a lot of tourists don't get to see.
Fantastic. So come here. In case people can't wait until the new year, which I'm sure they can't, to see you on their screens, we're going to get a concert from you before Christmas. Isn't that right?
Yeah. Well, right now we've been in the middle of an online tour partnering with theaters across America. Amazing. And that's been really fun. I will say everyone thinks doing an online show is just easy. You just press the button.
Oh gosh,
it's a lot of work.
Yeah. A lot more stress than a live show in a lot of ways.
I totally agree, especially me, because I can't work a pocket calculator.
At least you're honest.
From the 20th until the 25th, we're taking this show and we're making it, because it was geo-blocked here in North America, so we're making it available around the world.
Great.
And I really wanted to, as an immigrant here in Ireland, I really kind of think long and hard about the lives of new immigrants arriving in a new country. And in Ireland, there are people now in direct provision, people from other countries coming to Ireland to create a new life. And I wanted to help them. And so from December 20th until December 25th, we're making the show available. 100% of everything that is raised will go to Amnesty International and the movement of asylum seekers in Ireland, helping people who are in direct provision. And everybody, so anybody in America can donate to this. Anyone, anywhere in the world can watch it. It's a gorgeous concert from the National Opera House in Ireland.
Oh, I've seen a couple.
Incredible.
I can't wait to see it. It looks amazing. So it's going to be online between the 20th to the 25th. And all the details people can find on your official website.
MichaelLondra.com. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, Michael, thank you so much I can't wait to see that. And thanks so much for taking the time out to chat to us here today. And we can't wait to see what you put together for the Wild Atlantic Fleadh as well. We're going to leave the viewers with a little bit of a preview of Ireland with Michael, which I personally can't wait to see. But thank you so much for joining us for the chat. I can't wait to see you in person next time. And to all the viewers who are stopping by to have a chat with us, we won't be here next Friday because next Friday is Christmas Day. So we'll let you have the day off, anyone who's tuning in each week. But thank you very much for joining us each week. We cannot wait to continue chatting about this in the new year.
Yes.
And have a
Happy
very
Christmas as well,
Christmas.
everybody. Happy Christmas and a happy New
Merry
Year.
Christmas.
And join us all again on New Year's Day. We're going to be back with our wild Atlantic Fleadh chats.
Can't wait. See you then, folks. Thanks, Michael.
Lovely.
Bye, guys.
See.
Welcome to Ireland with Michael. I'm Michael Londra, and although I live in Iowa now, there's still so much I love about my home country. In this show, I want to tell you all of it, the best way I know how, through music.
And St. Christopher is the stronger man at the end of the day, and his hopes are high and his eyes are true for those who were losing their way.
Singing, but I think it's a big influence from the sea. Go into any pub, say to a fella, give us a bit of quietness and sing us an old song. Somebody in that pub is going to be able to sing to you.
Liam Bates, you're a world-renowned composer. What are you doing in a village in County Wexford?
Would you tell us the story of Loftus Hall?
What are you doing today exactly? This is where the rest of Ireland goes on vacation.
The Victorian Revival Castle gives visitors an idea of gentry life in the 19th century.
We're now at a replica of the 1840s emigrant ship, the Dunbrody.
I can't cross neither I waste to fly.
Brian, how are you? It is a real pleasure to be in your hometown.
Tell us about Celtic Woman. How come you're back this year?
Nathan Carter, how come you're living in this beautiful part of the world?